ball in. Nicely done. 33. Go to 3.
By Bell. Bell breaks 2 tackles.
It's all you 3.
Bell's
Nicely
out.
done.
Oh,
He
Bell
should have
picked
stayed
up a
there and
flag.
keep balling them back 3.
All right, and welcome into Care Flight Field here at Watkins Stadium for our MVCC Game of the Week for week number 10. We got 2 celebrities with us. We got Eric Hortzman over here to my right, who is co-founder of Flying to the Hoop. Eric, thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you for inviting me down here today.
And then we got City Manager Chris Pizzuto. Chris, thank you for joining us as well.
Absolutely happy to be here.
So let's just get things off. We're going to start with the West Carrollton Pirates at the Greenville Green Wave. Chris?
Well, I had to do my research, and of course I'm prepared. Eric's not, as usual, so I just wanted to point that out. But only one win between the 2 teams. West Carrollton had a win recently, so I'm going to have to go with the West Carrollton Pirates.
I'm going to take the Pirates as well. Eric?
I never want to agree with Chris on anything, and it's a safe bet not to do so. So I will go with the Green Wave on their first win of the season.
All right. The Middletown Madison Rams are going to take on the Oakwood Lumberjacks. Eric, we'll start with you this time.
Tough pick, toss up. I was doing my research on the car drive down, and I will have to go with the Lumberjacks on this one, Jared. I'm just feeling it.
I'm going to take the Lumberjacks too when it air on senior night for them. Chris?
And since I did do my research, even though I don't like agreeing with Eric, since they're number 15 in their region and trying to hang on to the playoffs, I'm going to go with the Oakwood Lumberjacks.
Chris did do his research. That's stuff I got to talk about during the game, and he's taking
That's
it.
right.
This one is going to be a big matchup. It's the Battle of the Spartans, Valley View versus Waynesville.
So, number 1 and number 2 in their region. Did you know that, Eric? Got to go with Valley View, but for 2 reasons. 1, I used to work in Germantown a long, long time ago. And 2, our buddy Brock Bolin used to play for Valley View, so got to go with the Spartans.
Wow. Well, I'm going to pick Valley View for different reasons because it's my 3rd parlay on DraftKings today. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Valley View as well.
I'm going to take the Spartans too. They're coming in undefeated. They went to the state semifinals
Wait,
last
they're
year.
both the Spartans. Which Spartans are you talking about?
I guess I had Valley View.
There
I'll
you
specify
go.
it that.
All right.
Thought I could slip that one in. Next, we got the Fairmont Firebirds against the Beaver Creek Beavers.
Well, has Beaver Creek won a game this year?
Well, if you did your research, you'd know. They've won.
Okay.
They've won 2,
They won
but it was
2.
against 2
Okay.
DPS schools.
But knowing that our Beacon Orthopedics Flying to the Hoop is held at the Trent Arena, Kettering Fairmont, we will go with the Firebirds. A little PR right there for me.
That's amazing marketing, by the way. Beaver Creek, I think, number 17 in the region, so they got a fighting chance to make the playoffs. So you know what? I'm going to go with the dog here. I'm going with the Beaver Creek Beavers.
He didn't do his research. Beaver Creek's already been eliminated from the playoffs.
What? They have? No.
Yeah,
Oh, they have?
They have been officially.
Okay, I'm going to change my pick then. I'll go with Fairmont.
That's going to be a clean sweep for the Firebirds then. And then
Great.
another tight one, the Centerville Elks and the Wayne Warriors.
Ugh, now this one kills me. I know Centerville is 8-1, but I'm sorry, I can never pick Centerville, so I've got to go with the Wayne Warriors.
And just because he's going with Wayne, I'm going to go ahead and go with Centerville.
I don't like being the deciding vote, but I think my family would disown me if I picked Centerville. They all went to Wayne, so I've got to go with the Warriors this week.
Good pick.
Hey,
Good pick.
Nothing wrong with that pick. I'm just trying to be a little bit controversial here.
And then finally, our game of the week tonight, we have the Miamisburg Vikings and the Springboro Panthers.
Well, I don't even need to look at this one. So, being city manager, living in town, I got to go with the hometown borough Panthers.
Well, you would know I was going with the Panthers too. I was going to bring out the Lee Corso Panther head, but I seem to have forgotten it.
And
but
it wouldn't fit on your head.
it wouldn't fit on my head. So I'm going to go with Springboro as well.
I normally have the Panther head, but Rory is in his costume.
Oh.
So I'm going to have Rory.
Oh, oh.
So Rory, come over here. Are the Panthers going to win tonight? Are they going to win decisively on senior night? All right, so there you have it, Rory, and we're all picking the Springboro Panthers.
Go Panthers.
Go Panthers.
All right, welcome in as we get started a little bit late here on our MVCC Game of the Week finale as the 2-7 Springboro Panthers are hosting the 6-3 Miamisburg Vikings here on senior night for the Panthers. Jared Burks and Andy Horton in the booth. Andy, as we get started here in the first quarter, what are we going to have to watch out for the Panthers tonight since they got the ball?
Well, Jared, for the Panthers, I mean, as quarterback is going to go ahead and scramble out of bounds.
That was Austin Newdigate, senior, making the start on senior night.
I would definitely have to say that we're going to have to see Willian Yates have a big night. Being a senior, he's been a big contributor for this team for the last couple of years. And then I'd say the same thing for Maxim Butler. I'd say that they are probably going to target Maxim Butler a fair amount in this game. He's a great wide receiver, and he does a lot for this team. And has for the last 3 years. I mean, he's put up great numbers in the receiving category for the last 3 seasons. So definitely expect to see him get a lot of work here in this game.
It looked like Springboro almost got him off sides, but that's going to be a run to Wyatt Standifer, and he is met right at the line of scrimmage.
That was number 12, Angelo Leonard, the guy that nearly jumped off sides for the Vikings.
Gain on the play. Looks like it's a second down and 10.
On again.
On the 40.
So it's going to be second and about 11 here. See Newdigate making changes at the line. Is that Yates in motion?
Yes, sir.
Standifer. No, Newdigate kept that one, pulls it out, checks it down to Butler. Butler has a first down catch across the 50 and pushed out of bounds. And then
There's a late
I am
hit.
surprised they're not going to throw a flag on that.
Yeah, I was expecting to see some laundry. Maybe it wasn't quite as late as what it looked like to us.
I thought he had both feet in the white there, but so it'll be a big first down catch. That moves them up to the 38-yard line for the Panthers here on their opening drive. Springboro coming in after a dominating performance and win last week, a 40-8 win over the Wayne Warriors. It's going to be a handoff, or no, number 10, Jacob Davis kept the carry there, and he will be close to another first down. Like about a gain of 9 on the play for Davis, the sophomore quarterback.
And Davis has been pretty efficient here in this drive. Done a good job getting him down the field.
So it will be 2nd and 1. Davis hands it off to Standifer. Standifer tries to cut up, and I think he's met right at the line. Looks like number 6, Mason Penrod, makes the first contact there for the Vikings on the line. Richard, try disconnecting or reconnecting the score mod. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. Or 3rd and 3, actually. You're going to say loss of 2 on the play. Davis going to line up in shotgun. But Yates in motion. Davis going to take a 2-step drop. He's going to run up the middle, and he is tackled from behind by number 9, Drew Dunaway.
Drew Dunaway, that's a guy, we've called his name a lot over the last few seasons as well. One of the better defenders with 43 tackles coming into tonight's game. As well as 3.5 sacks and 7.5 tackles for loss.
So now we're going to see quarterback change. Newdigate's going to come back into the game. Play clock is down to 8. Springboro going for it here on 4th down. High snap, flag on the play, and Newdigate is hit hard by Dunaway. And I think they might have got the Vikings to jump. No, they're going to say a false start. So that's going to back them up 5 more yards, and we'll see if that'll bring on kicker Jay Greenberg, or are we going to send out the punter for the Panthers? And they're going to bring out Connor Smith, who is the linebacker, tight end, punter for the Panthers. So
A little bit of a do-it-all guy.
Springboro looking to pin the Vikings deep. Smith angles it to the sideline, takes a Panther bounce, out of bounds at about the 25, so only about a net punt of 12 yards. So not the best punt for Connor Smith, trying to angle it towards the sideline.
And the weather definitely not making it easy on him. It's a little windy out here, and well, it's definitely
I was
wet.
about to say the field is soaked. I was walking on it before the game, getting some interviews, and yeah, it is soaked. I should have brought a change of socks. But now we're going to see quarterback Preston Barr line up in the backfield. Henry goes in motion. Barr hands it off. Is that actually, did he hand it off to? He might have handed it off to Henry. I think Durr came in motion into the backfield.
It's going to be a loss, or is it going to stay?
The chain gang looks like it's right on the, right with the dial down. So it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 10 here. 6:15 left and counting here in the first. It's going to be an end around with Connor Smith. No, that's not Springboro's Connor Smith. We have 2 Connor Smiths.
A little confusing, but
One
at
is
least
3 and one is 4.
I was going to say, at least
Oh
they
my
don't wear the
goodness.
same number.
Close enough. So a pickup of about 5 on that play by the end around with Smith. And Miamisburg looking at 3rd and 5 here. Miamisburg coming in to tonight after suffering a heartbreaking loss last week on their senior night, a 30-27 loss to the Springfield Wildcats. Durr goes in motion to the backfield. Barr back to pass.
He's going to scramble out.
Oh, no, sorry, that is not Barr. That is number 14, Landon Roberts. I wonder if Barr even made the start.
Roberts coming into tonight's game with only 13 attempts on the season.
Piddle with a tackle there. Maybe gained 1 on the play. I'm trying to scan along the sidelines here. I don't see an 18 dressed. Miamisburg gets a high booming kick, and it's going to take a Vikings bounce, roll inside the 10, and pinned in inside the 1.
And what a great job there by the gunner. It looks like that is number 20, Landon Ball. Landon Ball, we've called his name, I mean, countless times over the years. Is he a senior? Yes, he
I was
is.
about to say, I think almost everybody on Miami is a senior this year. They come in. This is by far one of the better records I've seen the Vikings coming into Week 10 with, a 6-3 record. They have definitely been younger over the last handful of years, and now you see all these seniors making
Big plays.
big play. Yeah, sorry, I was texting with the director. So inside the 1 here. And I can't tell who that is back there at quarterback, if that's Newdigate or Davis. It's a pass out to the middle. Almost intercepted there by number 11, Kevin Sewell.
Braden Wilhite was the intended wide receiver, but man, that was not a good pass. I don't know if it was supposed to be a back shoulder fade or what. It looks like that's Jordan Davis, the man who's back there.
Or did I say Jordan? I meant Jacob.
Or Jacob Davis.
apologies.
Yeah, there you go.
It kind of looked like Davis wanted him to keep running up the sideline, and Wilhite kind of stopped. Now you see they're going to send off Mason Penrod here for the Vikings, and they replace him with number 38, Noah Hartley. And Standifer barely gets out of the end zone there. Gets out to about the 3.
And Penrod goes straight to the medical table. It looks like they're either just taping him up or maybe he got a little cut. It doesn't look like it's too bad because I mean, he never broke stride when on his way there.
So it's going to be 3rd and 7 here from the 3. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Standiford trying to dive for an extra yard or 2.
No room there, and that was number 16, Peyton Hoskins, the guy in there to make the play.
A lot over the last 4 years. You know whose name we haven't said yet tonight, Andy?
Oh, yeah, Baylor Stickle.
And we haven't called the senior's name night yet. And
there he is, standing right there in the middle of the field.
How many clubs do you have this year? You've got the Caden Henson out of Valley View. You've got the Baylor Stickle here, or for Miamisburg.
I don't know.
Did we start a Will Yates fan club?
No, he's a great player.
That for basketball.
Sure. There we go.
And you see the punter is almost at the back of the end zone. And that one went off the side of his foot, and Miamisburg's going to have excellent starting field position here. I don't even know if does it make it to the 30?
Yeah, I think it bounced out right around the 31 or the 32. It looks like they're going to give him the 31.
So the only thing that makes that punt stat good is he was at the back of the end zone, so that's about a 41-yard or a 31-yard punt. They're going to move it to 32, so. And that still looks like Roberts in the backfield there for the Vikings. Roberts going to run to the right. Roberts trying to stay up on. Oh, no, that's Baylor Stickle. Went into Wildcat.
And you got to love seeing.
And he lost momentum going out at about the 5, it looks like.
Gotta love seeing the senior getting active in the game early.
And
he hadn't been active on the defensive end quite yet, but there you go. He gets in on offense and makes a big play.
And I understand with Miamisburg not going with Preston Bar tonight. Miamisburg already clinched their playoff spot. I don't think they can advance even if they win, and they won't fall with a loss. So don't take a chance on hurting your running or quarterback as Baylor Stickle gets in from 5 yards out.
And Baylor Stickle back-to-back runs combined for 32 yards and a touchdown. Gotta love seeing it for the senior. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game, and the previous run was his longest run on the season. His longest before that was 18 yards. So that time, the previous run was a run of 27. As the Vikings take a 6-0 lead, and in to kick the extra point is Tristan Linville. The snap, the hold.
Automatic.
And it is good.
For the Vikings, has not missed one all year. So with 3:04 left here in the first quarter, Miamisburg up 7-0 after excellent starting field position. So as we get into, this will be Springboro's 3rd drive. If you're Springboro, you got to kind of take some time. You got to get a drive, sustain a drive here. You don't want Miamisburg to try to pile up some points early and build more momentum.
Yeah, that's for sure. And you kind of got to wonder, was last week just lightning in a bottle with a big win against Wayne somehow, and then you just kind of come out flat this week?
6 turnovers for Wayne somehow too. I did end up looking that up. Yeah.
Wow, holy.
Wayne has had the turnover bug hit them a few times. As Yates picks it up, Yates
struggled with it and made a couple guys miss, and Yates is still on his feet, out across the 30, out across the 40. Will Yates on a foot race, out across the 50, out at the 45.
Linville pushed him out, saved the touchdown, but we'll see what the penalty is.
I want to see if we maybe got a replay, maybe a block in the back. That's what I would venture to guess.
You saw.
But I don't know. One of the refs just pointed in the direction of Miamisburg. But Miamisburg believes that it is on Springboro.
No flags, so Springboro going to have excellent starting field position across the 50 after that Will Yates return, and that could have been a turnover for the Panthers if he didn't pick that one up.
The rain is starting to come down a little bit as the umbrellas come out here on the opposing sideline.
Thank God we're in a booth tonight. Thank God we decided not to do Oakwood tonight.
Oh yeah. All right. You mean Waynesville?
Well, either. Oakwood, we sit in the visitors' bleachers. So I didn't bring an umbrella, so I wasn't getting wet. I would have announced from the truck.
That's why we got a monitor.
So if the rain continues to become a factor, I would say this kind of makes in favor of the Panthers, because between Newdigate and Davis, they've kind of split the carries and holds this year as the quarterback. You got Landon Roberts. And you said Roberts had what, 14 completions coming into this game? Or was it 14 passes?
Yeah, 13 passes.
13 passes.
Yeah.
So maybe rain might add a little bit here to the Vikings. We'll have to see when they come back out on offense. Now we're going to see Davis back in there. Davis going to hand it off to Standifer. Standifer trying to get to the edge, and he might get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think he did. There's no room there. And who other than to make the tackle, Baylor Stickle finally getting involved on the defensive end. Got his nose in there on the play.
Lost a yard on the play. It'll be second down and 11 from the 37.
And, you know, plays like that really showcases his athleticism, his ability to close
because he's lining
distance.
up at the free safety, and he
Yes.
gets to make the tackle for loss behind the line
Yes.
of scrimmage. Davis back to pass. Got to get rid of it.
The screen, it's low.
I think Springboro's happy that it was incomplete. It hit the ground first, because that would have been about a loss of 2 or 3 more. Intended to Standifer.
So Springboro right now struggling to take advantage of the great field position given to them by Will Yates. And
if you're Springboro here, you don't have to get all 11 yards on this play. I would say this is 4-down territory. You pick up like 6 or 7. Yeah, I don't know how long Greenberg's longest of the year is for the Panthers. Play clock is down to 2. Davis gets it off just in time. Davis gonna step up, roll to the right, tuck it, run, and
looks like he's going to be out somewhere around the 30.
at about the 30.
By number 11, Kevin Sewell.
And Jay Greenberg is 5 of 7 on the season with a long of 34.
So from here at the 30, that's a 40-yarder. And they picked up 7 on the play after that Davis scramble. So, you know what really confused Miamisburg on defense?
Well, no, it would be 40 from the line,
Oh,
but
yeah.
but the
So
7
it'd be
extra
about a
yards.
44.
47.
Oh, it's 7 in high school? Okay. I didn't know it was 7 in high school.
Oh, is it shorter in high school?
It seems like it.
I've never really
Yates
paid that
gets
much
the
attention.
Ball, and he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
4-down territory, you were correct, but there is just no room there for Will Yates, and
This Springboro offensive line is not holding up. As you see, Miami's were getting a huge push. Was that number 50 or 90 that got back there quickly? It was either Liam Poor or Kevin McKinney. I did not get the full, or did not see the number. It went by too fast. So Miamisburg gonna take over on downs at the 30.
Connor Smith up at the top of the screen.
Now I think the rain stopped. All the umbrellas went away. It's going to be a handoff there to Henry, and maybe gets a gain of 2 on the play. I think he was tackled by 55 of the Panthers. Wilson.
And Keith Henry, man, he's a fun player to watch. He's almost like a high school version of Derrick Henry. He's powerful, he's big, and he pushes people out of the way.
Keith Henry, King Henry, nickname fits.
Right, there you go.
It's going to be a handoff to, is that Henry again?
I think so.
Yes, it is. And that one gains about 4 more on the play. Yates with the tackle there.
After a 2-yard gain, it will set up a 3rd down and 5 on the 36.
Not a lot of fans filling up the stadium on both sides, so if you're watching this from home, thank you for tuning in.
I think sometimes the rain helps, the inclement weather helps the viewership a little bit. A lot of heavy run packages, plays.
Roberts
here in the
throws
early
it middle of
going.
the field, hauled in for a 1st down.
Heavy run formation. That was the term I was looking for. And that time again, it was Keith Henry. This
So
time
Henry,
they hit him.
all 3 plays to start this drive.
They hit him on a pass play.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Miamisburg at their own 40.
We're up to 82 views, so going up. And that is going to do it for the end of the 1st quarter. Miamisburg leading 7-0 over the Springboro Panthers. Miamisburg, though, picked up their 1st down on their 3rd possession here in the 1st quarter.
This time to recognize our boys and girls golf teams who are not in attendance tonight. Those teams qualified for the OHSAA State Golf Tournament and played in the 1st day of competition today at the Scarlet Gray Course in Columbus.
So as we have some time out here, we can talk about playoff seedings on both sides. Let's see, Miamisburg coming in, currently sitting at the 10 seed in Division I Region 2. It's a long shot if they could get, if they win, they would have to have Perrysburg and Delaware Hayes both lose for them to maybe clinch a home game in the top 8. As of now, Miamisburg will come in and play. Ooh, Miamisburg going to get a rematch with Wayne as it comes in and sits there right now. And Miamisburg was up 24-10 at the start of the 4th quarter when they played and lost.
Mm-hmm.
And then looking on the other side, Springboro.
A handoff up the middle. It's going to be for a pickup of about 3.
By Durr.
Inside handoff goes to number 21.
The other running back.
And Springboro with 2 wins. This just tells you how bad Division I Region 4 is. With 2 wins, Springboro currently sits at the 12 seed in that region, and they would be playing
Javon Barrett, the man who makes the stop there on that play, number 25.
Ooh, Princeton. Hey. Springboro ends up playing Princeton. That'll be a 1st round exit for the Panthers. Princeton comes in 9-0 into tonight's game. That's going to be a handoff to Henry. Henry trying to get to the edge, gets around the edge, and will have a 1st down before he's knocked out at around the 40.
Tell you what, man, he might be a big guy, but once he gets going, picks up a little bit of steam, he can move, man.
Actually, I stand corrected. It is not a 1st down. There was a flag on the far sideline holding against the Vikings.
That's a big penalty there. He was chased and forced out of bounds by Silas Cunningham.
Haven't called his name yet tonight, but definitely have called it a lot in our 4 years with him.
Another senior?
Yes. Springboro.
Quite a few of them in this game.
Springboro returned their top 6 tacklers from last year. They were all juniors and came back. So, yeah, defense is not the problem for Springboro this year. It's the offense is not helping when the defense is not pitching a shutout, but doing a great game. Is that one thrown in the middle of the field?
high. And
Intended to
it was Henry.
Robert's pass intended for Keith Henry falls incomplete.
It's going to be second down and third down, rather, and 17.
Ooh. Let's just throw a screen pass here to Baylor Stickle and see what we pick up. See Miamisburg breaking the huddle. I don't see Stickle on the field. Roberts back to pass, throws it middle of the field, incomplete, intended to.
That was Jaden Bruton, number 4.
Intended for Jaden Bruton. Falls incomplete. It'll set up a 4th and long for the Vikings.
Jaden Bruton, 21 receptions, 300 yards, and 2 touchdowns coming into tonight's game. Baylor Stickle, also the punter, has punted for over 1,100 yards this season.
I've called him it's the Swiss Army Stickle.
There's 2 men back to receive the punt for the Panthers. One looks like it's Smith.
And that might be Butler on the far side. It was 3 and 7, Wilhite and Butler.
I got my Smith
I was about to
mixed up.
say, the 3 for Miamisburg is Connor Smith.
It's all right. Since we got a quick minute, and I got caught up at work, I got here a little late. I didn't have time to. I didn't get here in time to make the pregame picks with you guys. So I have to go ahead and make my picks now.
So yeah, we'll let you make your picks, but I'm going to let you sweat it out to see.
Oh no! You have to give me
I've got
who you
it.
picked.
It's recorded.
I don't care. I still need to know who you picked. So West Carrollton and Greenville. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Pirates.
Here's a first down run for Davis.
The Greenville. I think they're the Green Wave, right? Okay, they come into this game 0-9, and I think the Pirates, they got a good chance to pick up their second win on the season. You already told me that you picked West Carrollton.
Yes.
So I knew that one. Middletown, Madison, and Oakwood. I should have done a little more research on this game. I didn't, though. I think I'm gonna go ahead with the Lumberjacks. They've had a pretty good season this year.
Completion to Jax Long. About a pickup of 7 on the play.
So who'd you pick?
Oakwood.
You picked the Jacks. Okay. Valley View and Waynesville. Spartan versus Spartan. The game that I really wanted to be the game of the week. This one's tough, man. It's hard to pick against Caden Henson. But Waynesville lost a tough game last week.
That's a hard run there for Davis. Or no, sorry, that's Newdigate. It's going to be 3rd and 1. I will tell you, Valley View clinched the #1 seed, clinched the swivel last week. I'm not saying Caden Henson is not playing or play a limited role tonight, but I would not suggest that either. Don't want to take a chance on hurting your star player last week of the season when, yes, an undefeated season would mean a lot, but you don't want to take a chance on hurting him.
Jared's out here trying to
tackle for loss.
Jared's out here trying to make me take Waynesville, but I think I got to stick with my man because I'm the leader of his fan club. So I'm going to take Valley View. Fairmont and Beaver Creek, I think that one's pretty easy. I think we're both going with the Firebirds. Oh, yeah, who'd you take? Waynesville or Valley View?
I took the Spartans.
Which ones?
Really, I'm not going to pick against Caden Henson either.
Okay. Centerville and Wayne. Man, every time I pick against Centerville, they always like come back to bite me. But I think after Wayne got their butts kicked last week, I think they're gonna try and, I think they're gonna bounce back.
Smith kicks that one away. Baylor Stickle fields it at about the 8-yard line. Stickle still on his feet, and Stickle tackled at about the 34. Looks like by number 28 for the Panthers. That is, I don't have a 28. Oh yes, I do. Isaiah Dorman.
And a great job there by Baylor Stickle. Good job there by the cameraman too.
Yeah, normally we
had that punt
mid-flight.
Maybe a missed block in the back there, but a good tackle there. It looked like Dylan Guile, or guys. But yeah, so I think I'm taking the Elks this week. Excuse me. I think I'm taking the Warriors this week after the big loss last week. What was your pick?
My family would disown me if I picked Centerville. So I took the Warriors. I think Wayne has got. Oh my goodness! Did you see that? Drew Dunaway was pushing. Was that number 11? Cameron Mintier. They were over here on the track blocking each other.
God, I love the aggressiveness.
That is way out of bounds. But yeah, no. Wayne definitely has got to step it up. They've got to build some momentum going into the playoffs. It's like you said, especially getting your butts handed to you last week, 40-8 to the Springboro Panthers. I took the Warriors.
All right, and then here in the game of the week, I have gotten to see a little bit of the game, but I think I was going to take Miamisburg anyways. They've been, I think they're tied for second in the conference at 6-3, along with Wayne. And I mean, the amount of seniors, the veteran leadership of this team. Preston Barr, is he a senior as well?
Yes.
Yeah. And actually, fun fact, I was talking to my stepmom a couple weeks ago. She works with his mom.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty cool. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and take Miamisburg.
That third down run, was that Stickle?
Does that mean we're 5 for 5? All the same picks.
Stickle went for the run up the middle.
They're 6 for 6.
Yeah, so that means for the second year in a row we're going to tie on picks because we both picked the same outs this week. That's just insane how we tie. And I had a little bit of a lead early on in the season. I think there was like one game we picked different between a West Carrollton, and I think I got you on like one Oakwood game, but I've lost the last 2 weeks picking the Firebirds.
Well, and I think you had about a 3-game lead on me.
That one was blocked as, who's that, number 5, Dylan Geis.
Trail out of bounds across the 40 and out to the 36.
So Springboro got to get something going here on this drive. Try and build some points as we are 5:43 left in the first half here.
Well, and this would be a great time to really put a drive together. Did they get the ball first or did they get it coming out?
Miamisburg they won and deferred.
Okay, so yeah, it'd be great if you could put a drive together, just tie it up so that Miamisburg doesn't have a chance to make it a 3-possession game coming out of halftime. The handoff, and looks like there's going to be a pickup of, or actually there's going to be maybe.
I think they said
get
he
back
got
to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, that
was
one
a run by
close.
number 21, Matthias Brunacardi. I have not called his name all year. That's got to be his first carry of the season.
That's a fantastic name.
Matthias Brunacardi. Throwing stuff, Andy?
My phone slipped.
And Miamisburg gets in the backfield with a big sack. They're none other than number 6, Mason Penrod. You take a look at this replay here. Davis, a 2-step drop, and Penrod grabbed on and did not let go. That's going to make it 3rd and 18.
All right, and getting an update from the Wayne game. Wayne is up 12-0. Let's see. It doesn't say what the first score was, but it says a completed touchdown pass, and the second one was.
And Davis tackled from behind, and again, is that Mason Penrod? No, that was number 16, Peyton Hoskins.
So Hoskins adding to those tackle totals.
And Smith on to punt.
But so the second touchdown was an R.J. Mukes pass to Tion Hunter.
Let me find Centerville's Twitter because
Illegal substitution. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
R.J. Mukes, I thought graduated last year for Wayne. I thought he was a senior last year.
Oh, well, I guess that means the guy, whoever's reporting, just probably gave the wrong score. Or the wrong name. And the punt is away.
And that one's going to be right around the 5. I was about to say, there you go. Start waving behind it. Get it inside the 5.
Try to give a little bit of extra breeze. Get it to roll a little farther. But by far the best punt of the night there for the punter. And another great job by the cameraman. Kept that thing all the way through the air. As Connor Smith decided, I'm not going to get anywhere near that thing.
Hold on now, Wayne. Centerville just threw a pick 6. Wayne up 19-0 over the Elks still in the first quarter.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to find
a rough start for the Elks. The handoff. And is that going to be a safety
for the Springboro Panthers? Well, nobody's made a call yet. Springboro's celebrating. Let's see what the refs say.
I think he got out.
No, they didn't. Safety for the Panthers.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a surge on the play, and
maybe his forward momentum had already been stopped. Maybe that's what they were talking about.
Well, the surge must have just been to the goal line, because there was a certain point. See it here in just a second.
Yeah, that looks like he just gets to the goal line. So who is that, number 38 and 1? So you got Silas Cunningham and Aiden Weimer.
And Aiden Weimer, I think another senior.
I believe so, yes.
No, Aiden Weimer, a junior. And I believe he was the leading tackler last season for the Panthers. Comes up, makes a big play. And coming into tonight's game, the leading tackler for the Panthers, 74 tackles. 13.5 for loss. Just added another half tackle to that. So great job by Aiden Weimer.
Let's see, we got Fairmont up 21-0 after the first quarter against Beaver Creek. It's been a tough year for Beaver Creek. First time in almost 8 years that they had back-to-back wins, and those were the only 2 wins that they had.
Sheesh. The kick is away from LaVille.
Fielded at about the 31. Yates going to give him excellent starting field position in the plus territory at about the 46.
All right, and so this is where a lot of great coaches like to talk about winning the first 4 in the last 4 of halves. You know, if you can take advantage of the last 4 minutes of the first half, which they already did a little bit, got 2 points on the safety. Now, in good field position, you know, you pick up a first down or 2, then you at least get a field goal out of this.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 3 timeouts.
You can win. You can win the first or the last 4 minutes of this half, and then come out, get a stop, try and win the first 4 minutes of the next half, and have a chance to win this game.
Ouch! I'm following along this Wayne game. Wayne converts a 3rd and 24 on a quarterback scramble.
Oh my goodness! They're just pulling out the Madden plays.
I don't even. John Madden wouldn't like that one. So a pickup of about 3 on the play there.
Three wide receivers spread to the to the top, and 1 out to the bottom. To the bottom is Jackson Long. And to the top, I can't exactly see, but I would assume Maxim Butler.
Yates. Davis going to tuck this one, run. Davis trying to get to the sideline, and I think he might have enough for the first down.
Davis, the ball carrier, flushed from the pocket, takes off running. Tackle made by number 1, Stickle.
Stickle with the tackle, and it will be enough for a first down for the Panthers.
And he didn't take a lot of time to decide, hey, I'm not waiting around to run this ball.
No, you don't want to wait and get hit
Looks
by
for
Penrod again.
about a second and then decides, all right, I'm going to take off. Nice job scrambling. He's been effective, an effective scrambler this season.
Pass to the end zone, and Butler falls through his hands.
Not quite able to handle that one. And he's going to be kicking himself as Maxim Butler, the leading wide receiver for this team this season. 43 catches, 446 yards, and 4 touchdowns coming into tonight's game.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10. We've got Oakwood up 14-0 over Middletown Madison. Davis throws it far sideline, and that'll be close to a first down.
Davis's pass is complete to number 17,
Jackson Long, and that will be a pickup of 10.
on the play. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Viking 26-yard line.
And I believe that's Jackson Long's first catch of the season. Oh, no, excuse me.
I was about to say, he had at least one on their second drive.
No, for some reason I just didn't see his name.
Okay.
It's he had 23 catches coming into tonight's game.
Davis, 2-step drop, throws it to the far sideline. Complete.
That is Maxim Butler. No, that is, yeah, Braden Wilhite, the coach's son.
And Waynesville is up 14-13 over Valley View in the first quarter still. .58 seconds left. Davis got to get rid of it, throws it down to, is that Standifer?
Yes, it is. Or excuse me, no, that is Matthias
Or Brunacardi.
Brunacardi.
Springboro takes their first timeout of the half. That'll be timeout with 46 seconds left.
And that was a really tough pass for Jacob Davis to try and
defenders in
complete.
his face.
Yeah, normally on screen passes, you know, you want the offensive line to be able to hold up for about a second and a half, maybe 2. But that right there, they just melted away like butter, and he had to get that one away rather quickly. A little floater pass over the top, and I don't know, I guess they picked up a yard there, but not much on the play. I'm looking for something from the West Carrollton game, but
I don't
I'm not
have
seeing
anything
it.
either.
Of the electric bikes is Doug George.
3rd and about 6 here for the Panthers. 2 timeouts, so you can work the middle of the field with 46 seconds left.
3 wide receivers spread to the top. Maxim Butler isolated, or excuse me, it was Yates and Butler at the bottom.
Davis going to roll to the right. Thought about maybe having a hole, and he's going to throw it away.
That was an interesting play design there because they had all 5 wide receivers running to the same side of the field. Yeah, I would have thought that you'd have at least one guy like,
Or maybe the back come off of the block and come out in front of him.
They will be in touch with you as to how you claim your electric bike. So with the 4th down and 4, Springboro comes on with the field goal.
Peyton Hoskins gonna come off the field. Oh, and okay, well I guess that makes sense.
Greenberg and Miamisburg's going to take a timeout.
Miamisburg.
As this one's going to be about a 37
And that
Yard
would
field
be
goal.
a long for Greenberg. 34 is his long on the season. He's 5 for 7. It's kind of mean trying to ice a kicker on a chilly night.
Miamisburg still hoping maybe if Perrysburg and Delaware Hayes lose, they can get that 8th seed and host a playoff game for the first time since their first playoff game they hosted. They actually won their first ever playoff game in school history. That was Josh Meyer's senior year.
So how many points do you get for?
I want to say it's 6.5 for a Division I win. Let me.
So Centerville losing that is gonna possibly take them out of the top 4.
Or maybe I'll have to
Whitmer
look at the
and Dublin
numbers.
Kaufman.
High snap, kick is up, kick is on the way, and it is good. And a flag comes out from one of the referees under the
In the
goalpost.
back.
If this is anything on Miamisburg, that's enough for a first down. Counting defense.
I think there's 12. I might have counted a guy twice.
I think I see 11.
Yeah. There you go. When they're moving around, it kind of makes it difficult.
Let's take a look here. I don't see anything in the area of roughing the kicker. Well, no, like I said, it came from one of the referees under the goalpost.
During the play, personal foul, roughing the snapper, number 28 in the defense.
That's a rare one.
It's not rare. That's the second time I've heard that this year. It was at the Miamisburg Fairmont game. You were whitewater rafting. That was the first time I ever heard that. But yeah, for people watching at home, roughing the snapper is basically when you line up 2 defenders and both try to bull rush over him. That you cannot put 2 on the snapper in high school. And interesting, before Miamisburg tried to ice the kicker, Miamisburg had to take that timeout. They only had 10 players on the field that last time.
So now they're going to get the ball inside the 10, and a man is going to jump off sides.
Oh, did they get him to draw?
Number 92, yes.
Okay.
Number 92.
Connor
Strickland.
Strickland.
And
No, it's Stickland, no R.
I don't know if we got a replay of that, but he just kind of jumped across the line just a little early. The hard count got him. I didn't know they did hard counts in high school that much. Good job there by Jacob Davis.
Please reset the play clock to 40 seconds.
32 seconds left. Springboro still with a timeout. Or do they have 2? I think they still have 2.
Yes.
Okay. And
Jacob
Davis in from 7 yards out.
And the roughing the snapper penalty pays off big.
And the offsides, because that moved it
an extra 5 yards closer. A couple of big mistakes there by the Vikings, and the Panthers are going to take the lead coming out.
I don't understand this one. I would go for the 2 and go up 10-7. Are we going to see our first ever fake extra point?
Because it looks like half the defense isn't buying this.
Greenberg puts it up and through, and Springboro makes it 9-7. 28 seconds left here in the first half.
And what has been a surprising game.
The last couple series.
The last 4 minutes of the first half, the Panthers have flipped a little bit of a switch, been able to pick up a few first downs, got a little bit of help from the Vikings, but
a couple penalties, yeah.
It all counts the same. A safety and a touchdown gonna going to go ahead and put them up by 2. Out to kick the ball is, oh, it's still Jay Greenberg. Okay.
Sometimes you have different ones, but Greenberg must have the leg
Sends
to
this one
put
away.
this one in the back of the end zone.
Greenberg's kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Still trying to find a
Miamisburg
update on the
offense will take over first and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
West Carrollton game.
So first and 10 on the 20. A little less than 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Baylor Stickle is going to be lining up, not under center, but going to line up to take the snap. Hunter Durr lined up beside him. Stickle's going to keep it.
Robert, oh no, that's Stickle, right?
Look for an edge. He's going to get out across the 25, and
Gets
maybe
out
they're
of
going
bounds.
to give him the 27.
Stickle the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 9, Benham Krause.
Kraus
Maybe
with
give him the
tackle.
28.
It'll be second down and 2 from the Viking 28.
Baylor Stickle, his offensive usage has kind of gone down a little bit over the years, but I think that might be because he's just become such a great defender. Seven pass defenses, 3 interceptions, 56 tackles, leading the team.
And Miamisburg, or that might be enough. That's enough for first down.
And Stickle gets it again.
And the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 5, Mason Piddle, along with number
It's going to stop the play clock for a minute.
across the 30-yard line.
And now it will wind again, and it looks like they're just going to run this thing out.
And I don't know why the rush to get up to the line. They didn't have to hike it if they didn't want to. And Miamisburg is content going into the half, trailing 9-7 over the Springboro Panthers here in week number 10. We're going to toss it down to the band, and we will be back in this for the second half of our MVCC Game of the Week finale here for the 2023 season. All right, here with Coach Wilhite. Coach, you guys are up at the half. What did you say to your team at halftime to try to keep up this momentum for the second half?
Well, I feel like earlier in the year, 2-minute drills were bad for us. We were the team that was giving up points. We weren't the team that was getting points. And that's kind of what's changed about our season right now. Now we're the team that's getting points and getting stops right before the half. So we got to carry that momentum in the second half.
All right, and what has to happen for tonight for you guys to execute this win?
Well, I like to say that we need to run the football a little better. But we've had some good stuff with quarterback success, but we got to get our backs going tonight.
All right, thank you. Good luck the rest of the game, Coach.
All right, welcome back in to Careflight Field here for the second half of tonight's MVCC Game of the Week. The kickoff is going to go out of the back of the end zone. Jay Greenberg, the man to kick that off. I'm Andy Horton here on the call. And it is 9-7. The Panthers with a lead right now.
Fans at this time would like to thank Quick Fire District for providing EMS services for tonight's game and the Springboro Police Department for providing...
So yeah, 9-7 lead right now for the Panthers. In the final 3 minutes of the first half, they were able to get a safety. And then on the ensuing drive, they were able to get down after a couple of penalties, get down in the red zone, score a touchdown from 5 yards out. That is how they got the lead. The opening snap, it's going to be a handoff.
Handoff goes to number 29, Keith Henry.
Keith Henry is the rusher, and there's no room there. Maybe a gain of 1.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's second down and 11 from the 19.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11, so a loss of 1 there on the play. We're definitely used to seeing a more efficient offense out of this Vikings team this season, but we're assuming quarterback Preston Barr's not in the game because of, well, I don't think they can actually improve their playoff position.
Right.
So what's the point of getting star quarterback hurt? The run off to the left side
For Henry again.
Pickup of about 5 or 6.
Will Yates, gain of a few on the play. It'll set up a third down.
So it'll be 3rd and about 7 here. Miamisburg's first drive of this second half.
It's actually a pickup of 4. Defense has been a big factor so far in this game, as we only have 3 scores, and one of them is defensive.
It's a variation of the Halloween Michael Myers theme song.
2 wide receivers split out to the bottom of the screen. The snap, Roberts, and
What a hit there in the open field by number 9 for the Panthers, Benham Krause.
as you see the replay here, even I got fooled because
I thought he kept it.
as it was actually a snap directly to Durr.
That's a risky play to run inside your own 25.
So it was only a pickup of 3, and Baylor Stickle gets to go out for, what, his 4th punt? 5th punt of the game, maybe?
I believe so. That one a high end over end kick.
Nearly got blocked.
Butler corrals it at about the 34, 35 maybe.
And that thing you said got up there, got high, man. I mean, let's see if the cameraman able to follow it this time.
No, too high for the camera.
They couldn't get up high enough to follow that one.
So we talked with Will Hite coming out of the half. They got to run the ball. They said they want to start this second half. Like he said, I want to get a 3 and out, and they got that, but want to get a nice run with the ball here in the second half for the Panthers.
Davis takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. That is number 23, Wyatt Standifer. Pickup of about maybe 1.
No, they're going to say line of scrimmage. I saw the ref up.
So that winning 50-50 ticket number 797440. It's on the scoreboard. It's a red ticket. If you got the winning ticket, bring it to the press box.
to the line of scrimmage, like he said, for Standifer. Here you see Davis looking to the sideline. Play clock is at 7. Davis throws a check down, and is that complete? Yes, to Butler.
Across the 35 to the 37, it'll be third down and 6.
So 3rd and about 6 here for the Panthers. Take a look at the replay. Nice bullet pass there to Butler, a little bit out in front of him. Butler going to be alone, or Davis going to be alone in the backfield.
3 wide receivers split out to the bottom, 1 to the top.
Davis back to pass. Miamisburg brings the heat. Sidearms it to Yates. Yates breaks the tackle, has the first down. Yates still on his feet across the 50 and goes out of bounds at about the 46.
And that was a great attempt there. I believe it's number 16, Peyton Hoskins. So he had 2 chances to tackle Yates there. You see the offensive line didn't do the best job holding up, but I guess they held up long enough. He made one man miss. He was able to get that thing out there a little side-armed.
That was 13, Connor Stickler, or Colin Shannon.
So Shannon had 2 different chances to tackle him there, and both of them failed. He's able to get out across the 50, pick up a first down.
It's going to be a handoff to Standifer. Standifer
Out across the 45.
That might be his best run of the night.
He got out to the 41. So big pickup there.
See Davis looking to the sideline for instructions from Wilhite.
So Jared, at halftime right now, the Waynesville Spartans have a 1-point lead, 28-27 over the Valley View Spartans.
That missed extra point is going to be huge for Valley View. Davis kept that one, throws it down the middle of the field, and it is too far. It looked like it was intended to Butler.
Pass intended for Wilhite.
Or Wilhite.
Defended on the play by number 20, Landon Ball.
I'm kind of surprised
Ball's incomplete, sets up a
that
third down and 4.
Valley View hasn't went for 2 to try to get that point back.
Well, you don't have to rush to get the point, you know.
No, but now into the second half, I guess defense is optional in that game. Newdigate keeps that one. Newdigate has the first down, but a flag comes in. You saw it fly in from the ref.
Across the 35 is a penalty flag on the play. Nice run by Newdigate. Holding.
Springboro's already moving back, so that's going to be a hold against the Panthers.
Third down.
See, I still do not have an update on
So the penalty
the West
puts
Carrollton
line
game.
Back to the 49, the Panther 49.
Braden Bell, the kicker for Valley View, coming into tonight's game, 34 for 34 on point afters.
Ouch. So that's going to make it 3rd and about 13, 14.
Jared, would you be surprised if I told you they haven't kicked a field goal all season?
Valley View?
Timeout. Springboro. That's their first.
Springboro's
Yes.
going to call a timeout.
Oh, wait, no, they've taken 1.
I was about to say, I thought there was an odd score.
Timeout.
Oakwood up 14-0 at the half over Middletown Madison. Looking at other scores, let's see.
Yeah, that odd score was week 2, 60-7.
All right, that was over Ponitz,
Milton Union
Milton Union.
got revenge for,
That was their one loss last year till the state semifinals.
yes.
Numbers on the scoreboard. If you've got that winning ticket, bring it to the press
Let's see,
box.
Wayne leading 19-9 at the half there over
Well, the
Centerville.
fact that Wayne is leading, I wouldn't say is a shocker. The fact that it's 19-9, wow.
A pick six, what did I say, a 3rd and like 20 forever pickup by Tyrell Lewis on a scramble. West Carrollton is losing 14-12 at the half.
Oh no.
To Greenville.
Still a good competitive game though. Like, love to hear it. Drops back to pass. Looks.
Throws it downfield to Yates and drops it in at the 30.
Gonna be, I think they're gonna call him out at the 29. Nope, it looks like they're gonna call him out right there at the 30, just like you said. And great job by the offensive line this time. They've struggled at points in this game. They did a good job standing up. Davis just kind of sits back in there, waits for the play to develop. Yates got open, and now they're kind of trying to hurry up a little bit. Jackson Long at the bottom of the screen, and 3 wide receivers spread out to the top. The handoff to Standifer. Excuse me, no. Davis is going to keep that, and he really should have handed off to Standifer as he got blasted in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of about 2.
Loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
I said blasted, but it looks like he actually was able to miss most of the contact there.
2nd and 12 here. 6:40 left and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Davis under pressure, steps up and is sacked back behind the 40.
He was able to make 1 man miss, but not 2, and it was Penrod there, number 6, a team captain, and just a great defender. Penrod, that is his 2nd sack on the season.
So that's going to make it 3rd, and I'm going to have to look at the scoreboard because I don't want to count that many hashes. 3rd and 21. Davis back to pass. Davis trying to check it down to Standifer, makes the first man miss. Standifer still on his feet, and Standifer will get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Oh, it was a great job to, like you said, get back to the original line of scrimmage. But man, on these screen passes, if the offensive line could just hold up an extra little second, give the wide receiver a little bit more time to develop, get the blockers an extra second to get in position.
Are we going to see a field goal here? Yes, we are. This is going to be a, see, that's at the 36,
At the
37,
38.
so a 48-yard field goal. High snap.
Bad
it
hold.
is low and just misses it just under the crossbar.
That was a knuckleball, Jared, but I thought it actually had a chance because, I mean, it went forever without like going down. Like,
ooh. I want to see another look at this, and maybe if we can slow it down right at the beginning when he has the
I think
ball.
there might have been a block. The hold definitely was not perfect. Fumbled it.
Laces aren't out. Laces are pointing to the holder.
Right to the foot, yeah.
I thought I saw him spin it, but it didn't come all the way back around. Heads up play by the replay camera and operator tonight. It's going to be a pass for Roberts. And is that his first pass of the game?
It can't be.
I wouldn't think it was.
But Bryce Vaughn, the tight end,
I haven't called his name tonight.
Yeah, the man to make the catch. His 13th catch on the season.
He had that 85-yard tutty week 1 against West Carrollton.
Was it 85 or was it 91? Because that's his long.
Okay, then maybe it's 91. It was long, we'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know we were interviewing a couple players, and we did the punt return was the play of the game, and he got all mad because he was standing there, so we had to bring him over.
Yeah, and with a big run like that for the big man, you know, he deserves to get a little shout out. I mean, he's listed at 6'2", 200. I don't believe that. I think he's a little taller than that.
It's a first down run for the Vikings.
Centerville has gotten on the board with a touchdown and a safety. Cut it to a 10-point game.
Fairmont up 35-0 over the Beavers.
Handoff goes to 21, Hunter Durr.
Durr with a handoff there, maybe gains one on the play.
Help from his teammates.
They're going to say he just gets the line of scrimmage.
It'll be second down and 10.
And you hear these Miamisburg fans starting to get a little restless.
Yeah, and they weren't too happy about a couple of the decisions in the first half. There's a couple guys mad that they didn't try and go for it.
Throws it to the far side, and it is incomplete.
A couple people mad that they didn't try and score at the end of the half with 28 seconds left, which I don't see the reason to gripe about that, because you don't have your starting quarterback in tonight. You're dealing with a backup who doesn't know the offense as well and can't execute to the same level. Third and 10, looking for a spark. There goes in motion, and now does Henry.
Roberts back to pass. Roberts going to roll to the left. Throws it downfield, and it is caught.
And he's on his feet still. He's across the 45 and the 50.
Heath Henry.
And a huge play there by Henry. He's able to jump up, make that snag. And, I mean, talk about a play that their team needed. They hadn't gotten anything going here in the second half, and Henry goes in motion at the beginning of this play, finds an opening. There's two Vikings actually right there in the vicinity. Henry's the man that makes the play and is able to pick up a nice little chunk after he's able to make the grab.
On the track, it's a student's phone, so if you've lost one,
the handoff to Durr. He's going to sidestep, get to the outside, cut back in. It's going to be a pickup of about 5. Looks like 6 maybe.
Henry, the ball carrier. Gain of 6, down to the 39.
So a 2nd and 4.
It is 8:30 on a Friday night, and there's 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter.
And there's
We
no
doing a
running
Fairmont
clock.
game?
Handoff, and Henry's going to be dropped deep in the backfield. Was that number 32?
I thought they handed it off to Chris Enja. The way he burst through the line, I thought this would have been the smart play. You see here, you should have handed it off to Chris Enja coming through the backfield. I thought they did for a second. And then, that's what happened. It looked like it was a Durr. Kind of bobbled the ball when he got the handoff. It's going to be third and 8. That can't be right. 3rd and 6.
That can't be right either.
Roberts back to pass. Roberts almost rolled into a sack, and
Gonna throw that one away. They thought about grounding for a second, but then they saw, I believe that's Connor Smith down there.
It'll set up a 4th down and 6 for the Vikings.
So Baylor Stickle comes out to punt it away again. And you know, with the offense struggling so much, at what point do you just kind of put Baylor Stickle out there for a lot more offense? See if, because every time he touches the ball, good things happen. So
as the lone score for the Vikings tonight.
Oh yeah, how about that?
And no, this is going to be a fake. Run up the middle. Stickle doesn't even get to the line of scrimmage.
They were thinking the same thing that I was, but I mean, that was a tough decision. They brought a lot of heat there, and
Cunningham stopped it there.
Great job by the senior safety. Gonna come up and make a play. Hoskins going to run off last second for the Vikings. The snap and the handoff to Standifer. He's going to find a little crease. He's out across the 45, out to the 47.
Standifer, the ball carrier, powers his way across the 45 to the 47. 6-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 4.
Gonna try and play with a little bit of pace here. Got 2 wide receivers spread out to the bottom. I believe it's Newdigate this time. He's gonna run, and he's gonna get stopped right there at the line. Pickup of 0.
Along with 92, Connor Strickland.
Aiden Gillum, one of the guys in there to make the stop. Gonna take the snap and hand it off to, or excuse me, no. Newdigate's gonna keep it, and he's gonna get buried in the backfield. That's gonna be a loss of 3 back to the 44.
I'm not trying to doubt anything. I've been looking up some scores over here.
4th down and long for the Panthers.
The 2 teams Miamisburg needed to lose are losing badly for them to advance their playoff spots. So if I'm Miamisburg, I would have somebody scoreboard watching. It's like, okay, if it's a 1 possession, maybe we put in Preston Barr to try to drive and take the lead. Yeah, Perrysburg is losing 21-3 to Anthony Wayne, and Delaware Hayes is losing 17-6 to Franklin Heights.
So that is going to be it for the 3rd quarter. We're going to switch sides and
go to the 4th.
Yes.
And we're going to let this crappy first version of Country Roads take us there. Oh, never mind. They kept it's the Drill John Denver version. All right, come on, Andy. It's the last game of the year. We got to do it.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia.
So this 4th down play here for Springboro, I agree with it. Punting it away. Springboro trying to find a road to advance their playoff spot as Smith. And that is Smith's best punt of the night.
Oh no, he had the one that they put inside the 5.
Oh, that is true.
That's how they got the safety. They put it at the 1.
Okay. I forgot about that one. Because the first 2 were bad. Like a net of 12 and a net of 20. So Miamisburg at the 15? Landon Roberts potentially could take a lead into this 4th quarter. Oh, we don't need to hear that anymore.
Henry
Vaughn in motion. Oh no, there go. Now goes Henry, and it's going to be a handoff to Durr for maybe the line of scrimmage. Well, the dial down moved maybe 2 yards.
Stacked up the line of scrimmage by number 38, Aiden Weimer, along with 99, Landon Wager. Saw number 5, Mason Fiddle in there as well. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up the 2nd down and 8 from the 17.
So pickup of 2 on the play. Roberts late pitch to,
I believe that's Henry. He's able to slice his way up to the 28, 29.
Number 38, Weimer, along with number 5, Mason Fiddle.
Piddle with a tackle along with a slew of other Panthers. Springboro defense ready to attack here on 3rd down.
Ready to scare Landon Roberts.
Play clock is down to 6.
Strong eye.
And I think he kind of ran even with the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got it.
Yeah, it looks like he might have ran into the back of one of his own players. And they're going to go ahead and move the chains. He was able to force his way across that line to gain. Great job there by Henry. I don't know. There was, so there you go. On the second push, he's able to do a little bit of a spin move, which got him the extra
inch.
Little,
I was about to say, it's not,
foot.
He didn't get it by much.
Great job on the MVCC Game of the Week replay there.
Roberts going to spin to the right. Launches it downfield. Separation incomplete, but there's a flag.
Too bad for the Vikings that we don't play by pro rules, because that would be a 30-yard penalty right there. But great job by 32. That is Nick Bratton. Great job there by him to commit the penalty. If not, I mean, they're gonna have the ball inside the 35. So you never really want to commit flags, but penalties, but you know, sometimes they're better than the outcome of what the play would have been.
Okay, I was about to say, hold on, that is way too many men in motion. That's going to be a false start against the... Well, the ref threw the flag, but he never blew the whistle.
Yeah, so I think it might be on the defense.
Doesn't look like anybody jumps.
Yeah, and Henry and
Vaughn,
yeah, both went in motion at the same time.
Result of play, second down.
That's weird, because they normally blow those dead. They don't want people getting hurt, and then that time they just let it go.
So with 4 minutes left, Fairmont up 35-0, and all starters have been pulled. So Fairmont's going to finish the season 5-5 in the regular season.
Henry's going to get out to the 40, maybe the 41 after that catch. That's going to make it a 3rd and 9.
See if we can find some other score updates as we whip around.
26-15 Wayne over Centerville right now. We're halfway through the third quarter-ish.
Throws it to the sideline at the chain gang.
And that was caught.
I think he's about a yard short, though.
Great job there for Smith. And I would say I'm going for this if I'm...
Oakwood up 14-0 at the end of the third over Middletown Madison.
And yeah, Landon Roberts is going to stay out on the field. The PAT is good. A 10-point game. Wayne.
2:01 left in the third.
There you go.
I just saw Centerville's AD's update. So here we go. Miamisburg going to bring out a strong eye. Has the first down and more for Henry. Henry still on his feet. 30, 20. Keith Henry. Nobody's going to catch him. He's in for 6.
What a run by the big power back, Keith Henry. They brought out the strong eye. What's your favorite term, Jared?
I think Fairmont trademarked that, but the tonnage.
Yeah, brings out the tonnage, brought out the fullback, and what's it? It's Inja, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
To bring out Inja. He does a great job right there, leading the way.
Right there, middle of your screen after that. And was that number 8 had a chance, Drew Blau? Blau. We'll go with Blau. That sounds better than Blah.
And a great job there by Henry. Gonna score. That is...
High snap kick is up and good, though. That makes it 14-9. 9:16 left here in the fourth.
Henry's second touchdown on the season, and by far his longest run, as that was for what, right about 50?
Give or take. They were right around midfield. Well, here, hold on. We'll see right here. Just behind midfield. So about a 51, maybe a 52.
And his longest on the season coming into tonight was 12 yards.
He didn't have any receiving touchdowns coming into this game?
Oh, no, he had 2 receiving touchdowns.
Okay, I was
There
about
you
to
go.
say,
4
I
touchdowns.
think it was the Northmont game he had those 2 in that back and forth game. Miamisburg fans, they go up or they get a score to go ahead, and they're still complaining about something on the sideline.
Well, I told him to make a tackle, and one of the places where the Vikings have really struggled in this game is in the special teams. That's for sure, because I mean, William Yates has ripped them
52 or 3
couple times.
So Linville on to kick this one off. It's a high kick. Butler fields it at about the 20. Butler trying to get to the edge. Butler cuts it back up. Butler still on his feet, tackled at about the 27 maybe. So not a great return there.
There's a lot of east and west running, but...
And if you're Miamisburg, you're happy with that because you didn't put it in the hands of Yates.
Yeah, I think they were
And maybe that's why they
kicking
kicked it.
away.
Here, we'll kick it 30 yards up into the air, but we're not going to give Yates a chance to return it.
So after the Vikings take the lead, it's time to see if the Panthers can respond. You know, Jacob Davis, he showed a lot of maturity over this season. He was a starter at the beginning of the season. They really struggled. He got benched, and over the last couple weeks, he's come back, taking the starter's role back. And an interception there off the hands of Yates. That's tough. And into the hands of my man, Baylor Stickle. Interception for the senior. And a chance to get his team a home playoff game.
There you see defensive coordinator played for the Vikings back with Josh Myers, Marcus Amasule, celebrating with that huge interception there with 9:03 left here in the game. Okay, look at the replay here. Davis eyeballed Yates the whole way, too high. Baylor Stickle says, thank you. And too bad you can't get up and run in high school.
Right place, right time. Baylor Stickle with his 4th interception on the year.
So Miamisburg looking to end the losing streak to Springboro.
And Baylor Stickle, he got the interception. He said, hey, guys, it's my drive. He stays out there.
Stickle runs to the left, tries to spin move, and is tackled for maybe, well, he might have got to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like he gets just back. Not a lot of room there. But I was just saying about Jacob Davis. He came back, got a starting job back a couple weeks ago, and he's played a lot better. But that mistake, well, I don't even think that mistake should count on him. On tipped passes like that, I don't think that the interception should go to the quarterback. He put the ball in Yates' hands, and Yates just normally a sure-handed wide
Stickle
receiver.
gonna run this one again. And we'll pick up, well, still up. Pick up about maybe 4 on the play.
Yates normally a sure-handed wide receiver, but not there on that play.
So yeah, Miamisburg looking to try to end the losing streak. They have not beaten Springboro since 2015. Run down some of the scores, and some of them are close, and some of them are not. Last year, Springboro won 34-24. The year before that, 35-7 in favor of Springboro, 37-7 Borough, 45-0 Borough, 21-7 Borough. This was the fun game. This was over 1,000 yards of total offense, as that will be about a yard short.
For Keith Henry. But the question is it 4-down territory? And no, the Chain Gang is going to go ahead and take their move as the Miamisburg sideline explodes.
66-56 in 2017.
Sheesh. Over 1,000 yards of offense in that game, wasn't it?
Yes. That was Tate Vongzi and Cam Roundtree showing out. Then 2016, 39-38 in favor of Springboro. Actually, the last time Miamisburg beat Springboro was the closing of Harmon Field. The last game at Harmon Field. That's going to be a handoff and tackle for a loss for Durr.
And Jared, Waynesville with an 8-point lead over the Valley View Spartans. I knew I should have picked Waynesville. I've been thinking about it for 2 weeks, man. I really thought that would have been a great pick, and I should have gone with my gut, I guess. Should have picked against Caden Henson.
Next time I see Caden Henson at Sam's Club, I'm going to tell him the president of his fan club wanted to pick against him.
Hey, let's calm down, buddy. I didn't actually.
Still time, still time. Roberts back to pass, throws it middle of the field to Vaughn, and Vaughn still on his feet fighting for that extra yard.
I was going to say, I'm not sure how much extra he
It
got.
might have actually got 1 extra yard. It's 3rd and 10.
But he made the defense work to bring him down that time.
Gain of about a yard on the play.
So if you're Springboro,
From the Panther 28.
don't give up the first down here. It's still a field goal. A field goal still makes it a 1-possession game. Under 6 minutes left and counting here in the game. Roberts alone in the backfield. Henry's going to come in motion. Roberts going to roll to the right. Roberts rolls to the left. Roberts still on his feet. Roberts will be knocked out of bounds at about, let's see where the ref stops him at, the 21, maybe 22. Well, hold on, now they keep moving. Piddle with the push out, and they're going to say it's at the 20.
They're going to call it a 4th and 3.
4th and 3. See, if you're Miamisburg here, I know you want to try to put this game on ice, but take the field goal here. Linville is almost automatic. Some late substitutions. Play clock is down to 8.
By all intents and purposes, that almost would put the game on ice. It would be 8 points, so it wouldn't be over, but...
Play clock's at 1. Does Miamisburg get the timeout?
Timeout, Miamisburg.
Ooh, Schneider was standing there, but I don't know. That was close.
Fourth quarter, Miamisburg takes a timeout.
The only thing I could think it was is because he was pushed out of bounds, the play clock was at 40, and they're just taking every second off the clock, maybe.
Access to the care you need now. From wellness to emergencies, Care Health is here for you. Schedule an appointment online, find a provider, or check waiting time. Visit carehealth.com.
So I would say if Miamisburg comes out, if I'm in the Springboro defensive huddle and I'm Will Heighton at DC, I am sitting there. Do not jump. I do not think that they will try to go for this. I think 4th and 3 is a little bit iffy. I think they might just try to draw them off sides.
I don't know, Jared. They bring out the power formation again. Henry behind Inja. And see, they picked it up earlier on this drive but it was 4th and 1, and that was barely. And great call there, Jared.
Miamisburg.
The timeout comes in after
Now that only leaves the Vikings
jump.
with 1 for the rest of the game now. If only I could be this correct about my parlays and Powerball numbers. So they're going to send out Linville, and I hope you're looking for his long.
33 on the season.
33 on the season. What is his accuracy?
3 for 4.
3 for. Really, Miamisburg's only attempted 4 field goals.
Yep.
That is
surprising.
Strange. Yeah.
Clock winding down on the 2020.
35 of 36 on coming into the game on the season.
I'd like to thank Ollery Real Estate.
Extra points?
Mm-hmm.
They've scored 36 touchdowns this year?
They have 24 rushing touchdowns, including the 2 here tonight.
Oh my gosh. All right, so this is going to be about a. Come on, line up so I can see. No, they're going to keep the offense out there. High snap. That's Stickle in the backfield. Stickle can get to the edge, and he will be about a yard short, it looks like.
And man, what a chance there for Baylor Stickle to really put an explanation point on the game. But instead, the bad snap goes over his head, between his hands. And he's just caught in the backfield all by himself, running around trying to make something happen. Does a good job, gets back to the 20-yard line, it looks like, but needed an extra yard or two there. Yeah, Jared, Miamisburg has scored 27 or more points every single game but one this season, including, oh, well, I mean 2 if you include this game. So no wonder they scored 36 touchdowns.
Centerville was the other one not above 27?
No, it was Bellbrook week 2, 14-10.
Okay.
Against Centerville, oh, excuse me. Yeah, they lost 27-14 against Centerville.
Okay. And that was a game Miamisburg forced a couple turnovers in the first half. Get that win, or take the lead at the half over the Elks.
You and we were talking about this at halftime. It's just something about that Centerville, they're so talented. Often they're able to overcome, you know, a bunch of bad turnovers and whatnot. And well, that game was just an example of that.
I think 3 turnovers in the first half. Davis looking to step up in the pocket, throws it down, and it is caught by Jackson Long. Long still on his feet and finally knocked out about the 45.
Davis finds a secondary receiver. It's number 17, Jackson Long.
And they're actually going to say he's out at the 43. Still a great pickup there. Nice route there by Long, and then good job staying in bounds, working the tightrope.
See, I think that's where the official on the far side should be the one making that call. He's over on that side.
No argument from me.
5:10 left here in the game. Springboro trying to drive and take the lead back. Davis gets rid of it as he was hit for about a pickup of 2.
That's Yates.
Yates, 16, Peyton Hoskins making the tackle. Short gain on the play.
Peyton Hoskins making his
Down at 9
presence known yet again.
from the 45.
And the lead has been cut back to 1, Jared, as the Spartans of Waynesville now only up 35-34. There's a scoring battle back and forth.
There's an official's timeout. Or no, Springboro's going to take a timeout. The play clock was down to about 3.
4:32 to go.
4.5 minutes left here in the game. And like I said, at some point, Valley View's going to have to chase that game or chase that point back.
Check the area around you and help them throw
And you don't want to work back and it have to be the last time you got the ball. You want to try to force that point back.
Yeah, there's no time clock on the game, so I don't
Come
know
on,
how
next
much time
preps,
left.
get together.
So, all right, 2nd and 8 coming out of the timeout. Standifer is going to go in motion. They're going to throw this one deep through the hands of, is that
Butler.
Maxim Butler? That would have been a huge catch for the senior wide receiver. He's had a great career here. That would have helped to cement a tremendous legacy.
And we still get to see him for the basketball side. So 3rd and 8 from the 45. 4:26 left here in the 4th quarter. Davis gonna lob it, and that one is intercepted. Is that Penrod?
No,
Number
that is
9.
number 9, Drew Dunaway. Drew Dunaway with his first takeaway on the season. excuse me, his second, but his first interception on the season.
Okay.
He has 1 forced fumble and, 3 forced fumbles and 1 fumble recovery.
I don't know what Davis is doing. We're just trying to lob it here. I mean, Standifer was coming back to him, but
It was a screen play, and he just never saw Dunaway. But at the rate that offensive line was deteriorating, it's hard to blame him. He's just running for his life at that point. And Drew Dunaway gets the Viking hat after the turnover.
that the turnover chain is the turnover. What does the Viking hat call? I want to be specific on this.
Ball carrier, 38, Aiden Weimer, making the first hit. Gain of 3 on the play, set up the second down and 7 from the Panthers 32.
Nice run, which is going to be a pickup of about 3 on that play for Henry.
It's the German debut helmet. I'm
All
calling
right.
it the Viking helmet.
There you go, yeah. I like the Viking helmet.
Yeah.
Fine with me.
Let's see. Centerville runs 4 plays inside the 5 and cannot cash in for a touchdown. So Wayne takes over at the 6.
And Durr on his feet still. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. And he's finally going to come down. Hunter Durr. They're looking to put an exclamation point on this game.
Injury timeout.
Durr, a junior. But, man, he's had a great year himself. The team's second leading rusher behind Preston Barr, 4.2 yards a carry, and looking to try and get his 5th touchdown on the season.
See, not a coverage team, but Springfield wins 14-3 over Northmont. Springfield bounced back after losing 3 in a row earlier this year.
Any clue where that puts them in playoff seating?
Oh, I had
Your paper? It's on the bottom. It's on the bottom, right there.
Oh, they come in. They entered the game. Wrong region. That's that's Springboro's region. Springfield came in as the 14 seed.
The handoff up the right side. He's going to be very close. Looks like they're going to call him down inside the 1, maybe the 2.
25, Javon Barrett.
Barrett with the tackle there for Springboro.
And Inja, the big fullback, is going to come into the game, and out comes Vaughn. So I think I know what's about to happen, Jared.
Give
They're
it to
going with the strong eye.
Give it to Inja. He's worked so hard tonight. Let him have a chance for a teddy. Ball is at the, was that the 2? Durr in motion. Henry gets it. Henry cuts back in. Henry tries to spin, move, and reach for it.
And they're going to say he does not get it.
All right, come on. Now give it to Inja. Come on. Everybody wants to see it.
Under 2 minutes remaining here in this game. The time still ticking away.
Ball is at the 1.
That's 3rd down.
There he is, right there, back of the huddle. Come on, Roberts, hand it off to 26. He's a sophomore, so he needs this going into his junior year. No, Roberts is going to keep it. Roberts is in.
He needs this going into his
He needs to
junior
go in
year.
for his junior year. Confidence builder, but no, Roberts in from 1 yard out on the QB sneak.
So Landon Roberts with the score there. That is his 2nd rushing touchdown on the season. And they're 25th as a team. Jared, another update from Waynesville. Waynesville extends the lead once again, back out to 8. The shootout continues.
Linville on, high snap, kick is up, and kick is good for Tristan Linville, and that puts the Vikings up 21-9 with
Valley
1:15 left.
Valley View to start at their own 21 with 58 seconds remaining.
I told you that you're going to have to chase it, and it's going to have to be the last time you got the ball. Waynesville lost a heartbreaker last week in triple overtime to Eaton. Does Caden Henson have some magic? Left with 58 seconds.
And they've had magic all game long. We
keep
saw
refreshing it, Andy, so we can keep provide updates.
Yeah, I gotcha. We got pass complete for 30 yards to midfield.
All right.
Henson to the house. They line up for 2. Oh my goodness, a 50-yard touchdown run or something like that by Caden Henson.
Yeah, it would have been, you said they started at the 21. Yeah.
49 yards.
Butler fields that one at about the 20. Butler gets to the outside and gets out of bounds at about the 30 maybe.
They took over with 58 seconds left, and I want to know how much time is left. Valley View 2-point conversion failed.
Well, that's going to do it.
No good. I guess the question is how much time is left, and are they able to get a onside kick?
Onside kick and field goal?
Wow.
I don't know.
The perfect season looks like it will come to an end.
Davis back to pass. Davis going to throw it to the far sideline, complete and out of bounds for a first down.
Newdigated quarterback. Pass caught by Jackson Long.
Newdigate back in at quarterback for the Panthers.
29.
Actually has a pickup of 9.
Oh, dude, it's still the third quarter. Never mind. My goodness, they're just scoring crazy.
Gosh, Andy. Low snap, fumble. Newdigate falls back on it at about the 30 or the 25.
Loss of yardage on the play. Back to the 28. Third down and 11.
Miamisburg only has 10 players on the field. Newdigate throws it out incomplete to Yates.
Newdigate's pass intended for Yates.
I saw number 6 Penrod come running off to the field on the sideline, and I was counting, and it's like, no, he was the 11th, and he came off.
A couple of Vikings were in the vicinity, but he would have been able to get that catch and get out across the 50 before he would have gotten out of bounds, probably untouched. There's 40 seconds remain.
Newdigate going to run this one up the middle. Newdigate tripped up by, let's see, who is that number? Is that number 16?
That was 98.
98.
Marshawn Gregory Bay. And that is a turnover on downs.
I didn't even realize it was first or fourth down. So the very few Springboro or Miamisburg student section, maybe we get a camera angle on that, showed up there starting a soccer chant of I believe that we will win. Miamisburg going to go to 7-3 on the year, and that is going to probably be their best finish in quite some time. One kneel down is going to do it. And Miamisburg is going to win on MVCC's Game of the Week for week number 10, 21-9. All right, Andy, we got to do it real quick. Who's going to be the player of the game? I've got an option.
Who are you thinking?
I was thinking Keith Henry.
That's actually what I was thinking too. Keith Henry with the big 50-yard touchdown rush, and he was very effective all night long. Had a bunch of rushes all game, and yeah, he had a huge impact in this one. He also caught a bunch of big passes. Got the offense jump started out of the second half with in the third quarter with that 30-yard catch and run and.
So yeah, that one's going to do it. Miamisburg wins 21-9 over Springboro here at Carefly Field for the MVCC Game of the Week finale.
All right, here with Vikings coach Lance Snyder. Coach, first off, congrats on the win.
Thank you. It's a big one for our kids, man. We needed that.
All right, so you're trailing 9-7 at the half. What did you tell your kids at the halftime to make the adjustments?
Well, the biggest thing was we had some penalties that cost us, and basically gave them a touchdown there on a really bad call in the center, hitting the center, which we didn't do, and I saw it on tape. But it was just a matter of taking care of the penalties and then forcing some turnovers in the second half, and that's what we did, man. Our defense did a great job all night, and offensively we just we had a game plan to kind of use our offensive line, get the ball to our skill guys, kind of protect Landon, kind of put him in a little cocoon. And, our kids up front did a great job executing that. Keith made a big play for us, which he's done many times this year. So, it's just one of the things. It's team football, man. That's how you win games, especially moving forward here into the playoffs.
Most wins since 2016, I believe, looking back. What does that mean?
That's a lot, man. It just goes to show that all the hard work that we're doing is finally paying off. These guys finally bought into what it takes to win football games in the G-Walk, being in the weight room all off season, playing together as a team. They love each other, and that goes a long way.
And finally, what does a win like this build momentum-wise towards the playoffs starting next week?
It's definitely big. After last week's loss and losing Preston, it was just a matter of we had to get back on track this week, kind of gain some momentum, feel good about ourselves going into week 11, and now we just get to go to Columbus, see who we play here.
Good luck, Coach. Right. Thanks. Congrats on.
Thank you.
All right, here with player of the game, Keith Henry. Keith, first off, congrats on a huge game.
Thank you.
What does a win like this mean? A, knowing that you didn't have Preston Bar coming into this game, but also a big rival in Springboro.
Man, it really can't be said enough. Like, this is a big game for us. No matter what their record is, they're always a tough opponent to play. But it feels great to finally beat them. And even without Preston, we played hard as we could. It would have been great if we had them, but we got the dub anyways.
And what does a win like this build towards momentum for the playoffs starting next week?
We're just going to start off strong, hopefully carry off of this game, and just keep on going strong throughout the playoffs, and hopefully we can make a long run for it.
Thank you. Congrats on the game, and good luck the rest of the year. MVCC. And KB, this one's for you.